Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Yeah, where we need ya. Yeah, where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Welcome back to untilit.works. Well, I say back because it's the second cipher of the day, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. So within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, heads down, working on what you're working on, trying to make some progress. Just like I'm thinking I might turn this thing into a web component. I've been doing it a lot. I can see myself using it more. So I'm like, might as well just turn it into like a web component. Just write it once now, and I can just reuse it later. Because right now I'm going back over. I'm like, how do you make this thing again? So thought about that. And then I'm thinking about buying another domain name. So help me. So yeah. That's like 45 minutes, heads down, working on what you're working on. Then break sessions of these, I'll pop up here to kind of remind you, hey, time to take a break, get up, walk around, drink some water, or sit here and watch me talk about something you found interesting on the internet. I found interesting on the internet. Or you can come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, and we'll talk about that. All right. So break sessions, like I said, I'll pop up here. If you ever come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen. And that's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. And that's why a little notice there below the video saying may need to click play to start the stream. Next to that is open closed caption button. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. And if you click that button, a space will open up, and the words I'm saying will hopefully be transcribed and placed into that space that opens up. Then there are two buttons: add a clip and create a highlight video. They're broken. Don't worry about it. That's something I need to fix on the next version. Something on a service I was using like broke or something. I'm not sure. I kind of working on my way around that. So we'll see. Then there's the countdown timer. Countdown when the next work session starts. And then if you'd like to join the room to ask questions or chat, feel free to do so under join the room. All right, cool. So that is the break session. Work sessions will look like this. Share this. I got so much laundry to do. Came back from a work trip, and there's a lot of stuff I've got to get done. So that's why I do these things, because honestly, untilit.works is mostly for myself, because I am the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. And by using this as an excuse to be like by the computer, and so I'm not out doing whatever, I'm like, well, I can work on some of these other things that I've been meaning to work on. So word. All right. So in the upper right hand corner, there's the if you check out the different items up there, we got subscribe. If you click that, it lists out all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. Over on the left hand side, if you want to listen to some music, working on what you're working on, you can do that there. Over here towards the center, is the to-do section, where it says add a task. Type in the task, hit enter or the plus button, it'll add it to the list. You can edit the task by clicking the text. If you want to delete it, click the X button. If you want to mark it done, click the checkbox. Now I'll send it to the done section, where you'll be able to see all the things you got completed. If you click that Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter, and it'll pre-populate a tweet. And with a nice little green check mark next to all the things you got completed. And it's kind of a nice way for me, at least, to be like, oh, got some stuff done going into the week, feeling good. Over in the right-hand column, we have another countdown timer, counting when the next break session happens. Again, that's like 15 minutes after the hour. View tutorials. So if you don't have anything that you've been meaning to work on, but you kind of want to feel like you accomplished something, you want to work on something, and you heard that web development is pretty cool, but you don't know where to start. So I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum and what people have told me that have gone through them, I think at the end of them, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development and be able to make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing web development. So I got links to that. If you're already into web development and you're looking for some cool projects to kind of, some little quick things to start and finish and maybe get the creative juices going and maybe build on top of, I have links to 3 tutorials that go to the Vonage developer platform. Now, I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, so part of my responsibilities are like look over tutorials. And so one of the tutorials, you go through the tutorial, you create this application. You're able to put your home phone number into this application, hit call, and your real world phone will ring. Then I have one that's the opposite, where you follow the tutorial, you get a virtual number. From your real world phone, you call that virtual number, and the application you create, you hook it up to that virtual number, and you'll be able to answer calls in the browser and have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one where 2 users like log in to an application, and one can call the other and have a conversation through the browser. Pretty cool stuff, I think. So yeah, so that's that. Cool. What else? Yeah. All right. Cool. So Hako we'll come back to. Show and tell sign up. Like I said, if you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that process. Now, Hako. Hako stands for Help a Coder / Creator Out. It's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck working on what you're working on, you can create a Hako, which is like a room that you can invite people into. And the hope is that collectively, you'll be able to get the help or the feedback on the thing that you're working on from all the folks in the room. If you click View Hako, it'll show you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they're logged in with, to check out their profile to see whether or not you like to request to join the room. Then I have a filter by keyword list here. So if there's something specific that you want to search by, you can click that and it will narrow it down to that topic. Cool. If you click Create Hako, that'll then present you with this form. You put in the title, 3 keywords so that can be found. Hit Create. It'll generate a unique URL that you can then copy or click to share to Twitter. And when you join your Hako, it looks like this. We have the title here at the top. Over on the right-hand side, you can leave the Hako, or you can open the menu for some more options. We got text chat to the right. To the left, we have a countdown timer. Again, counting down to when the next break session happens. You can copy the URL again, and you can click to share to Twitter. Now, when someone clicks your link, they just don't automatically join your room. They're actually going to request to join your room. So they'll show up under pending. You'll be able to click their username to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out their profile to see whether or not you'd like to let that person into your room. Now, if you do approve that person and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. And the reason for that is because the point and the focus of the Hako is for you to get help or the feedback on a thing that you're working on. I think by being able to show others what you're seeing, it'll provide better context for everyone to be able to get you that help or feedback. And so, yeah, I think that'll be a little bit better. Now, the way you communicate through the Hako, we have a text chat. So you put your message here toward the bottom, hit send, it'll add it to the list of messages. I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled, they'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. Then I have the opposite where you enable text to speech. So if you're not looking at the text chat and you still want to follow along, messages put into the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. And I think that's it. Yeah. And then you can then check out all the different Hakos that have been created. Cool. So let me get y'all back to work because again, I'm one of the other things I'm looking to do is I'm looking to purchase like a 3D printer. And all signs point to this certain 3D printer. Like a coworker, like my manager, has one from the company and has been very happy with it. It's not the same one I'm looking at, but he has one and it's been printing out some pretty cool stuff, right? Then I've been just watching a bunch of videos on like YouTube, like reviews and seeing what people are being able to print with it. I'm like, it's pretty dope. Then I went to GitHub Universe last week and lo and behold, that same one that I'm looking to purchase was there. And they're using it to print some stuff for the badge there. I'm like, oh, this is amazing. And then I spoke with the person who I guess it was theirs, or maybe I'm not sure, but they said they had 4 of them and they were very happy with it. So I'm like, wow, okay. So just mad signs. And right now I'm looking at more like reviews and looking at what people are printing. And I think I got to pull the trigger this today. So I'm going to just lock in and get it done. I'm thinking I'm also going to see if there's any filaments, because and another thing, they're actually having like a Black Friday sale thing that's going on, I guess, like all month or until Black Friday or something. So I'm like, it's probably a good time to pick it up. You know what I mean? Because it comes like you can get like a combo or whatever, and so it makes it cheaper because then if you bought them separately, you know what I'm saying? And so and then with the Black Friday thing, and then plus there's other things that they sell also, like the filament that you put into it. So I think those are cheaper also. So it might be a good opportunity to kind of buy some. And plus, I've been thinking I have like a list of like 20 different things that I could like print with it and hopefully make some money with it as well. You know what I'm saying? And so I I think all bases are covered. I think I'm going to purchase it and then spend the rest of the year really getting good at how to like model things and the 3D printing and get that all like dialed in. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's like my plan, I think. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, but thanks for hanging out. Hope whatever you're working on, you're making some progress. And I'm gonna send you all off with some traveling music. And this right here is a track by an artist that used to go by the name A Butta. I think he might still go by A Butta, but recently he's changed his name to Anthony Cruz, which I think is his real name. I'm not sure. But this track is called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. Again, I'll see you 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity and see you around. Thanks again for hanging out. Y'all be easy and peace. Thanks.
I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like hell. And everybody says hell. We spread love like hell. I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel